Assalamualaikum and good evening everyone. Today we will present on the topic of evolutionary tree on how distance analysis is being done by using Fitch and Margoliash algorithm method. So the group members consist of me, Siti Sarah, Afifah, Fagilan, Ashakirin and Aishwarya. Okay, firstly, I'll introduce the basic concept on how to calculate the branch length. So here we see the tree sequence first. Okay, through Fitch and Margoliash method, we will calculate them by using algebra equation. For example, the distance of A and B is small a plus small b. For distance of A to C is by adding small a with small c. Same goes with B to C. The equation is B plus C. Okay, next, let's see the formula for branch length. For A, we first add the distance of AC with distance of AB, and then minus with BC distance. The total will be divided by half. So that is the formula for the length of A. Moving on, we can identify the value of B by adding distance of B to C with distance of A to B. Minus them with A to C distance, and then we divide them with 2. Finally, for C, we can calculate the value of C by using the formula stated in the slide. Next, I'll pass to Hagilan for the next steps.
Thank you, Ms. Sarah. As you can see, the question given shows the distances between A, B, C, D, and E as well. And then this is the distance table beside that, you can see that. And then we move on to the next slide. First of all, we have to find the most closely related sequences given in the distance table. From the previous table, we know that the closely related sequence is D and E. Therefore, the distance is 10. Now, we have to treat ABC as a single sequence. Therefore, we call it as M. A new table must be made with the remaining sequences combined. The average distances from D to ABC and from E to ABC are calculated. Using algorithm method, we can form 3 equations from the previous table, which is the distance to D to E is D plus E equals to 10. And then the second equation, D to ABC, which is D plus M equals to 32.7. And the third equation, E to ABC, which is E plus M equals to 34.7. By subtracting the third equation from the second equation, the equation that we get is D minus E equals to -2. Adding these results back to first equation, we will get 2D equals to 10, and thus the D becomes 4. Lastly, we substitute back into the first equation to get E, which is 6.
So D and E can also be calculated using the formula as stated below. For example, when you want to calculate the distance of D, you plus the distance of MD plus ED minus ME, and half of this answer would be the distance of D. So by substituting the values inside, we will get the distance of D is 4. And by using the same concept and method and substituting the respective values into their place, E would be equals to 6. And the same case is followed for M, and the distance for M would be 28.7. So once we've gotten all the values written down, now we move on to the next step, which is treating DE as a single sequence. So in this case, we're going to call DE as Y. A new table is made with the remaining sequences combined. As we know, the table now consists of A, B, C, and Y. The distance from A to Y is the average of D to A and also A to E. As you can see in this formula, the distance of AD plus the distance of AE, and half of this answer to find the average will equal to 40. So the average distance of A to Y would be 40. The same method is applied for the distance of B to DE, which is 42, and C to DE, which is 19. So once we've gotten all the values, now we're going on to the next step, which is to treat AB as a single sequence. And in this case, we're going to call AB as X. And the next most closely related sequence from the previously known table, we can conclude that the lowest number is C to DE. In this case, shows that C to DE is the most related sequence in this table. So now to calculate the distance of C to X, we find the average of the distance between A to C and B to C. So in this case, the average would be 40. The same method is applied to calculate the distance of DE to AB, getting the average of AD, AE, BD, and BE, resulting in the value of the distance of DE to AB as 41.
Next, from the previous slide, we get the distance of average, which is AB as X and DE as Y. Therefore, the length of C can be calculated. Therefore, the length of C can be calculated by using the formula half times distance of XC plus distance of YC minus the distance of XY. Then we will get the length of the branch C is 9. Then calculate the distance. Next, we continue to calculate the distance of X and Y. By using the formula AB, to find the AB, we use the distance of XC minus a length of C. Then we will get the 31. And then calculate the distance of DE, which is Y, by use the distance of YC minus the length of C. Then we will get the 10. Next, we also calculate the length of A and B with the distance table and with help of the picture for understanding. Then we use the formula to calculate the A, which is distance of AC is 39 plus 22 minus 41. Then we will get the length of A is 10. And same as B, we use this formula and we will substitute the number to the formula and get the answer is 12. After that, we need to treat the C and DE as a single sequence and make a new table. Let the CDE as Z, then calculate the average of the distance from A to Z and from B to Z using the formula which is to find the distance of A to Z. So distance of AC, 39 plus 39 plus 41. Then we will get the distance average from A to Z, which is 39.6, and put it in the table. And also for the B, calculate the distance average of B to Z, and we will get the answer 41.6 and put it in the table. Then Shakirin will continue it.
Then we will continue to find F. How to find F? As we know from the previous slide, AB is equal to 31. So AB actually equal to A plus F plus B plus F equal to 31. And we already know the value for A and B. So A actually equal to 10, B equal to 12. Just simply put everything in the equation and then we can get F. F equal to 20. And then we will proceed to find the last value for G, which are DE equal to 10 from the previous slide also. DE is actually equal to D plus G plus E plus G equal to 10. So D is equal to 6, E equal to 4. And simply put everything, we get the G is equal to 5. Okay, next. Okay, ta-da! At last we found every value for every branch. A equal to 10, B equal to 12, C equal to 9, D equal to 4, E equal to 6, F equal to 20, and lastly, G equal to 5. That's all from us. Thank you.